side I've seen in this tournament, even though they lost their first game. And of course, we're talking about the Netherlands right now. They will be on 6 points as it stands now, and Ecuador will be on 3 points. Senegal on 3 points, and of course, Qatar on 0 points. Live standing right now, if you may. Of course, we just want to wish the African team in that particular group all the very best, because we know that it will be very difficult. Their last game will be against Ecuador, and that game is a must-win for Senegal.
And that is why they need Netherlands to definitely beat the Ecuadorians.
Yes, and that's why I started by saying that I'm quite happy about the scoreline right now, and I would even wish if Netherlands can get the second goal, although I feel like the equalizer, the Ecuadorians' goals in the first 45 minutes was quite legitimate, even though the linesman decided that it was not going to stand.
Bias the pieman! Please take us to that game. Just as you were talking about that, something happened. Let us hear it.
And they scored the first goal. In the first half, it was cancelled. The linesman actually felt like it was an offside goal. But right now, they have gotten a legitimate goal for themselves. And this one will stand. So the Ecuadorians are back in this game. And of course, yes, just like the first match actually. And of course, just like that, it's 1-1. And after 48 minutes of play.
Oh boy! Una de Yeraso. Hey! They scored the first time. When the first half will finish. The linesman said no, not before yeah, you won't pass. They be like those Egyptians where they pursue the Israelites. Say, Shepon, I don't see what's happening, I won't pass. Now the Ecuadorians score enter the second half. The content Moses may carry stick go up. 90 C part, go enter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 60 minutes. 50 minutes, I beg your pardon. Netherlands 1. Ecuador 1. Valencia. That's the man with the goal inside the 49th minute.
And now Valencia.
Hey! Otuntize. Okay, Vicky Divokada is here as well. Vicky, you saw that, man. That was a juicy one, Vicky.
The sort of response you would need in a game like this. Early seconds of the game, and you've rattled them already to have scored a goal. He's the top scorer in this competition at the moment. 3 goals. And... he's 33 years of age, so everything about him appears to be 3 now.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me, Vicky.
You did it.
Shaking what?
But good one, good response. The kind of response I expected, because they were pretty much very spirited towards the end of the first 45, and that of course informed the decision that they were very much in the game, because they were not leaving anything to chance, and they were just unfortunate not to have been level at that time. So yes, getting to this stage of the competition and where it is at the moment, the first 5 minutes, and things are looking good already. It tells you a whole lot about this side, and let's see where it goes from here. It can be anybody's game. Would they be able to keep that same level of pressure, and that would force the Dutch guys to make mistakes, because it was a mistake of the goalkeeper wanting to build from the back that led to, a careless pass, and then it got to the players, and then the players they were looking for a way to settle, and then a ball was one high of the pitch. He took a shot that the goalkeeper parried onto the path of the onrushing Enna Valencia, who was able to score that goal, and good one for them. So yes, let's see how it goes from here. 1-1 it is at the moment. That goal was scored in the 49th minute. And from the way they've been asking questions in that game, I think it is good to see now that things are looking really good for them, and they are back on level terms, and it can be anybody's game now.
It can be anybody's game now. Definitely, says Vicky Volcano. And ladies and gentlemen, Netherlands 1. Ecuador 1. 60 minutes. Gakpo will open the scoring right there. Enna Valencia in the 49 minutes replied. And it came on. Of course, not good news for the Senegalese. But then anything can happen. Anything can happen. There's still time. So yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. We are live on Facebook, Sports Radio Brila FM. Leave your comments right there. We'll go bounce it to now. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brila FM 889. It's Brila FM's coverage, live coverage of the game between Netherlands and Ecuador. It is 1-1. 53 minutes gone. Yeah, 090-40,889 and 090-41,889. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello, Breezy.
Yes, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening to you, Breezy.
Yeah, I greet
Yeah,
you.
okay, Julius, I know what they greet you.
Yeah, they greet you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Vicky Rivokana, they greet you.
Vicky, they greet you too.
Sports, FJ, they greet all of
Yeah,
you.
welcome.
Yeah, Maxwell on
greet the
the
full Brila. You're welcome, Maxwell.
Yeah. You see this match, I played 3-1 I played for this match. It's one of the Dutch and the Oranje boys. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 to the Oranje boys. Yeah, thank you. Now they do well. Now we're done.
All right, thank you very much.
Now we're done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 09040,889. 09041,889. Hello, good evening. Who there?
I'm an Sunday. I call for Potako. I call for Potako.
Oh, yeah, Sunday. Let's hear you.
Yes, I predicted that match 1-1. Netherlands and Ecuador. And doing well at that. Match end 1-1. 1-1 draw.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Who there?
Hello, good evening, Bruce.
Yes, so good evening to you.
You sabi play karate?
Anyone? No, I did. Oh, well done.
You sabi? Even day for your voice. Yes, yo. My brother, they greet you. A padomo to you.
A padomo to you too.
I mean, say yes, yo. They greet all the guys when they there, but measure but few. My name is Sodi Efosa.
You're welcome.
Also as Barcelona fans of Kokobioko.
I'll be smarting.
You see these people, when they do gara so whether na Ecuador, they will collect to do. No, the one of Barcelona player there for Netherlands. Netherlands all the way. You understand what I mean now? They must share today. You know now. They go collect today. You see this Ecuador, they go here and where today. Bluesy. I bet know how to play karate if you don't know, because at that name now people like to come or say, "Me, I know how you sabi play Bruce." Because as your man, as your boy, they do fleming. I know that you can still do it with play.
My voice, they do it in. Talk again. My voice, they do it in. My voice.
Your boy, they do fleming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome, my sister. Yeah, all is well with your boy. Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. It's not flememe. I'll be smarting. All right, the Dutch manager seems to be under tension. Vicky the volcano. It's okay, you don't sit down, you're not a great stand again. I was talking about Louis Van Gaal actually. He's sitting and he looks like he's shaking. You don't go sit down for bench. They drink.
The way that matter they do sometimes for touchline.
To be honest, the way these guys have responded to the Dutch dominance of wanting to possess the ball at all times is very impressive to see. And I think this wasn't part of the deal. Van Gaal will have to come up with something entirely different. And the guys, when you have possession, the way they run at you, the way they want to win the ball back as quickly as possible and unstable anybody that is with the ball, I'm not sure it's part of the bargain. But let's let you know that Memphis Depay is now on. Yes, as far as this game is concerned, Memphis Depay is now on. He replaced
Steven Bergwijn.
Yes, he replaced Steven Bergwijn, and two guys, himself and Gakpo, who can, score goals, and then when they find themselves on either side of the flanks, they can wriggle their way out, they can do the take-ons. I'm not surprised that you're bringing him on. Bergwijn didn't have a very good first half. It was swallowed by the defense. Probably they want a bit of dynamism now. That's why they're introducing a guy like Memphis. But 57 minutes, there's still a long time in this game to go. And let's see what will happen. But the guys are doing very well. I don't know if they'll be able to sustain this level of intensity that we have seen, the amount of pressure they're putting on the Dutch guys, making sure they win every ball, making sure they unstable them and unsettle them. And the counter-attacking situation is pretty much working. Reminds me of a typical Conte stuff, especially the Inter days where the moment they win the ball, they just want to find their men, run into spaces and, do what they do. That is pretty much working for them. And in a competition of this nature, that can be something, because you're probably going to play only 7 matches if you get to the final. And if that's a game plan for you, why not? He could see you raking a few points here and there. Let's not forget that they currently have the leading scorer in this competition, and they've pretty much unsettled the Dutch side. Gakpo is back doing the defensive job and clearing into throwing, just because the other guys were committed up front. And it's good to see these guys putting something in this game. And let's see how the Dutch guys will respond, maybe in terms of the substitutions they will make, or maybe in terms of how they want to be quicker with the ball when they have it and try to create spaces and cause their opponents problems.
See if they can cause their opponents problem. One thing, of course, when you talk about this Ecuadorian side, we say their comeback is at the second half with bang. Every ball they are trying to win it. Every man they are marking. It can't be like say they are coached them when they enter inside the halftime. Say, look, when I see that go on, I score just now. When I go out there, when I go try to score more. Because now destination, now they take carry here, so. And yes, they continue to knock on the door. Let's get your reactions. Woo! Pius the Pie Man, tell us what just happened right now.
Breezy, you could have been the second for the Ecuadorians in this particular encounter. I mean, these guys are knocking on the door, like Breezy rightly said. It looks like they will be getting the second goal in a couple of minutes from now, because ever since they got the equalizer, they've been knocking. They know that they need to get a win in this particular game. I mean, to see off any threat that will be coming from Senegal in the last game, of course, in the group stages of this particular World Cup. But before that, let's the fans know that Mendez, committed a foul, and of course, he's been shown a yellow card without any hesitation from the referee. So he's the first man to have been booked in this particular game. Yes, just one yellow card after 60 minutes of play, and of course that has gone the way of the Ecuadorians in Mendez. Of course, yes, he's gotten the first yellow card in this particular encounter, and of course it goes on from there, Breezy.
Okay, it goes on from here. The Ecuadorians asking the questions in knock post, left, right, center. Knock post. Oh, Bobby. You know they like this, so. But I go there fully now, we never know. But yes, so now 60 minutes don't work inside this game. Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Very soon, Seth, we're going to get the statistics. The shortest black boys in the house right there. They go tell us what they really happen. But first time, now we see look small start too where they come from the game. And at Valencia, now he has scored Ecuador's last 6 World Cup goals. Becomes just the 4th man to do that after Eusebio for Portugal inside the 1966. Paolo Rossi for Italy for 1982. And Oleg Salenko for Russia for 1994. That's a beautiful start right there, but we'll soon look at the game stats as well. Yes, over 60 minutes play. Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Let's get to feel your reactions. Go to Facebook, we are live. Sports Radio. Brila FM is a Facebook fan page. Come on Instagram and Twitter. Brila FM 889. Hello, good evening. Who there?
Hello, Yinka there.
Yinka, you are fine. We are fine. How are you? How are you doing?
I greet Agawa. I greet Vic.
Yeah, Vicky, they greet you too.
Good evening, Vic. I called the other time. I tell you, say Ecuador go win them because this Ecuador now South American team. We see them this very strong well, and I believe them well. See them win this match. You just see, I would just very sorry for Senegal. I want me Senegal to qualify, but this Ecuador team, they can beat Netherlands.
All right. Thank you very much, bros, for your contribution, Inka. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Inka, for that contribution right there. Yes, I come through. Let's take a call. 090-40,889 and 090-41,889. Good evening. Who there? Hello, good evening. Okay, please call back. Good evening to you. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Please call back. You can also, of course, be part of this conversation. Just go Facebook, Sports Radio, Brila FM. Leave your comment on Facebook. Let's get to feel your pulse. Who there? Good evening.
Hello, mommy.
Hey, daddy, welcome.
I greet you. I beg, I just tune in now.
No wahala. You go introduce yourself.
Yeah, normal. Senior man, I'm not saying that I greet you, senior man.
Yes.
I greet you.
He greet you.
My one leg day up, I greet senior man.
No drop am, still like that.
One leg.
Yeah.
Can the second one join them?
I know now.
I tell them your name and they know who they talk.
Now Nzube the talk Nzube.
Welcome, Nzube.
Yeah, busy. Yeah, busy. Please, what is call line, please?
1-1. Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1.
Ufu.
I'm busy. See, when these people score that goal when they cancel for that first half, I just they pray, make them no come back 1-1. I just they pray. The only thing to make this game end for 1-1 like this, Breeze, Senegal will just say bye-bye. I don't think tell you lie. because these people so now, they don't agree against Senegal. I swear, they don't feel agree for that Senegal match. Maybe Senegal beat them. Or to even collect draws very hard.
Senegal will agree for them now.
But Senegal, they don't even get that. Today, they don't even get that player to focus on that 3 point save. They don't even get. You understand? They don't even get that player to serious on that day, Baba. You understand? We will not say they're going to need them, but this Ecuador team, they are more serious than them. Yeah. I think so with that.
All right.
But may they just try. May God just help Netherlands to just tap in one more goal, make it just be 2-1. We're not going to go defense. Now we'll just be fight on that day. You understand? But God will still do his best, sir. I wish Senegal all the best. I know say why they did that, but they go they shake. But it's okay. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. He said God goes soon do his best. Does God never... Yeah, he's God the rest from his best. Okay, now 090.
We go rest from his
from
best.
Guy.
All of us, we don't finish.
How the sun no go shine, no?
We are done.
Our sun will begin to shine from 12.
Ain't no rest.
We are going dark. I go sleep. Excuse to sleep. 090 40,000. I was looking like this. I'll come wake up around 12. Come say good morning. Anyway, 090 41,000. Let's get comments on Facebook. I see that our guys where they Facebook, they don't drop comments. Pius the Pie Mons. I see that Pie Mons. Pius the Pie Man. Not be Monto, not be Pie Monto. Now Pie Man, no, not the give Mons, now Pie. But yes, Pius. Take us to Facebook. To those of you where they try talk to us, please go to Facebook, Sports Radio Brila FM. We are live. Leave your comments right there. The Pie Man will definitely deal with them. Over to you, Pius.
Yeah, the freshest boy in town. Yes, of course, right there on Facebook, we have a couple of comments to take. King Bobo says, good evening, guys. And of course, yes, Abeshe Peter says, up Ecuador. Yes. And of course, Chijoke Donviani says, Netherlands will still win this game, even though they are playing a 1-0 draw right now. Eleche Chuba Ikelie, LT Chuba Ikelie. Pardon me there. And,
just
says,
talk.
Germany cut my ticket yesterday. I want all tickets to cut today.
Wow.
Now, wow. Ikechuku Chibo says Ecuador is not Senegal. Well, we'll see about that. And of course, the next comment right here says, next comment is from Ezege Good Luck. Says, today, Ecuador go here and today. Up Brila for Rila. Yes, of course, up Brila for Rila right there. Yes, engineer. Yes, of course, an engineer. Yeah, engineer. Alex Kadri says, good job, guys. I want them to draw. Ahmed Okwebi says, this match, Tyra Pao. Yes, of course. And of course, a couple of comments right there. Ikechuku Chibo came again and said, yes, up Ecuador. And Abido Benjamin says, Netherlands will still take the lead in this particular one. Of course, we're here. And of course, we'll be serving you all the action. Kosa Remy says, Domo to you. Of course, Domo to you.
Domo to you too. Okay, now let's go meet the maestro right now. He's right down the pitch. He's our reporter from this game. He's in Qatar. Not physically though, but definitely mentally. Our VAR right here in the studio. Vicky Volcano. Oh, Bobby, 67 minutes. What's it happen?
Yeah, I don't come out Joseph for VAR now. I'm going to give VAR. Quickly, of course, in the 58th minute of this game, Gonzalo Plata of Ecuador picked up a rebound and unleashed a fine effort that crashed against the crossbar. They should have been leading. And then, of course, the statistics, now particularly, they've had more of the attempts as far as attempts on goal is concerned. And, of course, it was an escape for Michael Estrada of Ecuador. Sent an effort from inside the box, but it was brilliantly blocked. Koopmeiners of the Dutch national team, yes, the Netherlands, he striked a shot from the edge of the box, but His effort was poor, and the ball was sent wide off the left of the post. Michael Estrada, once again of Ecuador, gave away a foul for a fierce tackle on an opponent in the 67th minute. But yes, pretty much so. The Dutch guys, maybe time for Louis van Gaal to look at the possibility of bringing in some guys that can help control the game, because Ecuador appear to still have the legs for this game. It doesn't look like they're giving up just yet, and they have put themselves in a position to start believing. And I think if they are this close, they have every right to start believing that something good can happen in this game.
Okay, thank you very much, VQ Di Volcano. Well, you know, apart from the maestro, we also have a legend right here. Julius Efosa Agawa. And yes, 1-1 it is. Inside the 69 minutes between Netherlands and Ecuador. There's a change very soon. We'll give you the stats on that change. Joseph Obisesson was so sad about his statistics inside the almost 70 minutes of play. But over to you, Julius Agawa. Well, the Ecuadorians, they're not sure they stop away well, because now, the way they take enter this particular affair, Boba to Boba. They don't chop bar, they don't score goal, they don't come close to scoring on 2 or 3 more occasions. Asibiso, how you take rate them? Shouldn't I say the Netherlands guys now, the Dutch guys, they lack the fire? Or is it that now these Ecuadorians just they wake up?
Well, we saw the fire in them before the first half ended, and I think they came back with that same force. The momentum shifted just before the end of that first 45 minutes, and then they came back with that same momentum in the second half. And luckily for them, they got a goal, and they've come very close on so many other occasions to score the winning goal. But now it's still 1-1, and they are still fighting very hard to make sure they get a win out of this game. But let's see how the game goes. I think the game is fairly balanced at the moment, and I think the Dutch know that they need to win this game so that they will be comfortable in that group.
Oh, but our African brothers do. They are at the mercy of this game. You said it earlier on that to be like these Ecuadorians, they may not be able to do it. But looking at it now, how does this stand for Senegal? Can it really happen? Do you think it can happen?
Well, I still have the belief that the Dutch will be able to win this one, just because of that quality that I said before. You know, when the legs are getting tired and you have firepower coming from the bench, I think they can come in and make the difference. I don't know if the Ecuador team, whether they have the same firepower from the bench who can come in and relieve the players who are already playing at the moment. So let's see what the coach of the Dutch side is going to do to make sure they have fresh legs, and then the fresh legs can make the damage in the second half.
Okay. Let's hope, of course, the fresh legs can make the damage in the second half. We'll get to the calls very soon, but in the meantime, let's check the statistics. Over to you, Joseph Obisesson on the Shorts Black Boy. What's really happening on statistics? All right.
Let's try to paint a picture of what the match is saying at the moment right now. The most important stat, of course, is the scoreline at the moment, which is 1-1 against the Netherlands, and the Ecuador taking all of the share of the spoils at this point in time. But what about the ball possession? The Netherlands have had a greater percentage in this one. 55% of the ball possession has fallen to their side, while Ecuador has to manage the remaining 45% of the ball possession. 2 goal attempts for the Netherlands, while the Ecuadorians have dominated this one with 11 goal attempts, in this entire match so far. What about the shots on goal? One has gone into the way of the Dutch guys. That is their only goal at this point in time, while the Ecuadorians have shot on goal 3 times. which has been on target. What about the shots off goals? One for the Dutch guys, and the Ecuadorians taking 4 in this one of which struck the crossbar, and of course this are still they dominate in this very encounter. Block shot 4 times for the Ecuadorians, while the Dutch players have had nothing, yes, in terms of blocked shots. 12 free kicks have fallen to the favor of the Dutch guys, the same way it has fallen, yes, 12 times to the well, same time it has fallen to the Ecuadorians at this point in time. Free kicks, yes, 12 for each side. Corner kicks, yes, we have 5 in total, 2 falling to the Dutch guys and 3 to Ecuador. 0 offsides recorded for the Dutch players, while the Ecuador players have been recorded offside 4 separate times in this very encounter. 20 throw-ins has been yes, it has gone to the way of the Dutch guys, while 22 times, yes, they've had the Ecuadorians have had the opportunity of restarting play. 2 goalkeeper saves for the Dutch, and nothing, yes, nothing has gone the way of the Ecuadorians, which means the goalkeeper has not been really tested, except, yes, that goal he conceded. 12 times as the Dutch guys have been able to, get fouls in favor of them, while the Ecuadorians have had 9 to their name. One yellow card so far in this encounter, and it has gone the way of Ecuador. Total passes 435 for the Dutch, while they've completed 377 of the 435. And then the Ecuadorians have gotten 338 total passes and have completed 282. And of course, the Dutch guys, talking about tackles at this point in time, they've had 20 tackles in total, while the Ecuadorian players have had 15 total tackles in this entire match. What about the attacks? Yes, 26 has been dangerous for Dutch, and out of 81 total attacks, and of course 81 moving on the way of the Ecuadorians as well, and they've always, yes, they've managed to bring 24 to dangerously close chances.
Okay, yes, Yaramo, the Dutch guys, of course, all the action you did in your hand. Louis van Gaal with the orange tie, trying to come up with fresh statistics, or should I say tactics, to roll inside this game. So yeah, 75 minutes gone. Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Let's get to feel your polls. 090 40,889. 090 41,889. Who there? Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Breezy.
I greet you. Welcome.
Yeah, I greet the legend.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Senior man, hello.
Good evening. I hail you too.
I greet everybody in the studio.
Yeah, we greet you. Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, this is Kadri calling you. Because
Welcome.
of Senegal, this match to go in a way that if I don't know if the Dutch, if they win, then it will not be decided between Senegal and Ecuador in the last game. Do you understand?
Yes.
But if we end the draw, the draw for Ecuador in the last game against Senegal. So if not for that, I get interest in everybody win this match. Senegal. I want one African country to get to the next round, and the African country that I'm seeing, because they've won their match, the only country that has won is Senegal. So this draw will not favor Senegal for me. You understand? So I'm just come like I say, which person bad may favor another person. Now my brother, you understand?
No Martin.
Senior man, I greet you too much.
Well done, thank you.
No people get what you do also for football. Especially the equalizer way they equalize way we don't give up.
I got to.
Julius Agahawa. I don't forget that they shout and I listen Agahawa.
They will commentate yourself.
Listen Agahawa.
Commentate yourself.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. Yes, so that year, Julius Agahawa. I don't forget that I was small that time, but I know they forget him. He they sweet me. I can't throw the backy. Those are core memories. Now, part of the memory will build me richly. You see the...
Throw the back.
That's true now. But yes, Vicky, 78 minutes gone. How's it looking right there?
Well, a game of anybody now, because the Dutch guys, I guess, they have also fluffed their chance.
Can anybody win?
Let's let you know that there was a case of Gakpo running free and getting into the box in the 71st minute. He was penalized for tripping, and of course Mustafa Gabal blew the whistle. Gakpo, of course, was also clear offside in a position where the linesman raised the flag. Yes, raised the flag because, of course, the linesman was actually keeping the flag, but he had played the ball towards the goal before the linesman raised it, although he went out of play. In the 74th minute, Gustavo Alfaro, I beg your pardon, has decided to substitute Michael Estrada, who was worked tirelessly in this game, and he was replaced by Jeremy Sarmiento, as Ecuador are looking to have some fresh legs in the game. Ena Valencia has also shown, in the 75th minute, he showed a great aggression during an attacking move that ended up fouling his opponent. But that was how much he wanted it then. He didn't want to lose the ball, but the tackle, of course, on the opponent led to a foul. Mustafa Gabal in the 77th minute, the referee in this game, interrupt the game for a tactical foul by Julian Timber. And Julian Timber, of course, clearly holds off an opponent in an attempt to prevent him from getting the ball, and the referee, of course, immediately stopped the play. The Dutch will be looking at making some substitutions at this point in time. Gakpo's time is up as far as this game is concerned. The linesman, the fourth official, has raised. Bergwijn is also coming off. Koopmeiners is coming off, as well as Gakpo. These are the two guys that have been substituted. Dirun and Weghorst are the two guys that have been brought on. A midfielder and, of course, a striker. In this case, Weghorst, of course, is very prolific with the head. So we might see a situation where there will be crosses in there, since so far with the ball on the ground, they have not been able to connect the dots properly. But the final 10 minutes of this game, still a whole lot to play for.
All right, still a whole lot to play for. Now 80 minutes we did so. Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Gakpo and Ena Valencia. The difference inside this game, it is 1-1 on both sides. The Senegalese, of course, praying for the Netherlands to be able to grab one back. But at 10 minutes of regular time, Nain Rimedo. We never know what the referee go talk for inside extra time matter. But let's get to feel your pulse. 090-40,889 and 090-41,889. Good evening.
Good evening, Breezy. How are you?
Very fine, thank you.
I greet all of you. I greet my very good player, Julius Agawa.
Good evening.
Vicky, I greet you. I greet everybody. Why is the Papa Miraji?
He's not in the studio right now.
Oh, okay. I hope he's fine.
Yeah, very, very much fine. Yes.
Moiwa is my name. So there's a challenge I want to give Julius Agawa.
Okay.
This thing that Breezy was trying to recall. Very unique commentary. Then the commentator said Julius Agawa on and on and on and on and on. Oh,
yeah, you get that way.
Particular match. I think that's what Breezy is trying to.
Yes.
Yes.
Please, Julius, can you tell me which match is that? Because I tried to recap. I can't remember it.
Nigeria, Sweden.
Yes.
Oh, World Cup, right?
Yes.
Oh, God bless you, my brother, and God will be with you. Continue to be with you.
Amen.
And all the Brila's family, you guys are doing well. Thank you very much.
All righty, thank you very much. Thank you. Now, talking about goal scorers, we have, of course, Ena Valencia, Gakpo in this game. Julius Agawa, you've been at different positions for Nigeria where you had to score winning goals, where it looked like a deadlock and then you came through. What does it take in this time where it is locked on both ends? Defense for your tight. This other one put padlock. What does it take? What does a striker need to be able to make a difference? It's almost 90 minutes. Please tell us, because you've been in that position before.
Yes, Breezy. This kind of situation is always very dicey, and this is the moment usually where some players are made. They go out of their way even when they are tired, with their tired legs. Either you are coming off the bench to make the difference, or you are part of the team that is still playing on the pitch. If anybody can step up at this moment and just make a sacrifice for the team, that extra run, that extra stamina, I think that is where great players are now made because of that extra effort they are going to put in. Or when you come in, you make sure you make that difference for your team. I think that's where the difference will come in. It's always a motivation. It's always a relief when you come in at this moment. Every fans around the world will be watching, and all hope will be lost. The tension is very high, and then you come on, and then you make that difference, and you score a goal. Your name will never be forgotten in that respect.
Let me ask you, Julius Agawa, as a striker, do you perform better in this kind of place where you say, this is my time to shine? Or would you rather, have it maybe on a platter, sort of like, okay, you guys are having a good game, and then definitely goal is going to come. But when it on the tense like this, you feel motivation. You feel like, oh man, my moments be this, because I don't know if strikers can actually do much under duress.
No, definitely. When the tension is high like this, that's when some players will need to step up. They have to do more than usual. If you are playing 100% before, you now need to step up and increase it to 120%. That means you are giving extra, from yourself. You are demanding more from yourself. Even when your legs are tired, you still want to push further to make sure you get something out of it. That's the part I was talking about, giving extra. I think that moment you see that, okay, this game is about to end, and we don't need this draw. We want a win from this game. So you need to go the extra mile to make sure you get a win. Or if you are coming in as a substitute, you must make sure you are part of that team that is going to make sure you get the victory for your side.
But it almost seems like many strikers, now when it be like say the whole waste your head there, and they need you for this goal, now they can't waste go can't they waste, because the person go the knock post, the ball go up. Why?
Brazy, that's the way you look at it, because maybe you have not been on the pitch before. No striker will go onto the pitch to say he wants to miss chances. They love to convert chances, and no striker will go out there and see an empty net and want to blow it. So definitely they want to score goals. It's just that unfortunately when they don't score, we want to crucify them. They are there to score goals.
Attention, they made them waste ball for all this kind of minutes.
It's a game of mistakes. Definitely they want to score goals, but if it doesn't go that way, then it will look as if he didn't want to score. Every striker wants to score goals, but sometimes it doesn't go the way we plan it. And if it doesn't go that way, people watching it will think the strikers are blowing away their chances. That their intention was to score, but if it doesn't go your way, it looks as if you are blowing their chances.
Okay. Julius Agawa letting us know, say, forget to, even though sometimes in 9 minutes of games when you need your best strikers to pull up those goals, stop instead of no one do them. But attention, number one. And they keep trying now. Nobody's above mistakes. Let's get to feel your pulse. 090-40,889. 090-41,889. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Bridget.
Yes, good evening to you.
Yeah. Can you hear me well?
Yes, very much. Welcome.
All right. Good evening, Iowa.
Good evening.
Yes, Iowa. Yeah, and other people in the studio. My name is Chidi.
Welcome, Chidi.
Welcome, Chidi.
Actually, Breezy, this is first time I'm speaking with you, Breezy.
Oh, okay.
This
Welcome.
Brila FM.
But you're not a first-time caller.
Every evening. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a first-time caller.
Okay.
I call regularly. All right. The button is not around.
Not today, yeah?
Oh, okay. All right. I saw you at that. The day we started, what do you call it? The Premier League. We went to Ireland.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it on this Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't make this Sunday because I was so tight. All right. What I wanted to say about Ecuador, Netherlands. Actually, I know it. I've been watching the country. I know that Netherlands wouldn't find it easy to beat Ecuador. They wouldn't find it easy to beat Ecuador. But I wanted them to beat Ecuador because of Senegal. That's it. I'm in traffic. I say I'm not watching it. I'm listening for you people. But I'm hearing that it's not one. I'm not too happy about it, seriously. I wish they can beat Ecuador very well because of our person. Because of Senegal. But Sorry, I want to ask you.
Okay. You want to ask Julius Agawa a question?
Yeah, I think if eventually they play 1-1, maybe for Senegal, what is Senegal so likely to qualify for second rounds?
You say if they play 1-1.
Yes, if this match ends now 1-1, what is the likelihood for Senegal qualifying?
Well,
possible to beat Ecuador?
yeah, well, Senegal would have to definitely beat Ecuador, of course.
Of course, they need to beat Ecuador, but it's important. We're looking at Senegal playing as what they are playing.
Because if it ends like this, now only 1 points, 9 Netherlands and Ecuador take past Senegal. If it ends like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about this non-African country qualify for second round? Will it affect our slots?
I don't think so. Does it really affect any slots? Now qualification now. Now qualification now. The slots are always available. You just have to play the qualification. Whoever wins qualifies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
So which Portugal the best because Ronaldo is my man.
Abina.
After all African teams, Portugal is my next team I'm supporting.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go get a review from Vicky the Volcano. Our reporter right there. If you like say Starboy, don't get small come out. Vicky, what's gonna happen?
Who be Starboy?
Anna.
The way he has gone about the game, it won't be easy to sustain the way he's putting all of the pressure and how they've been playing so far. But let's go back to the reports from the last time. Of course, we had something to say. By the way, there were 44,833 people watching this game at the stadium today. And quickly, yes, Pervis Estupinan was trying to get the ball in the 85th minute, but got clattered into the legs of an opponent, and the referee blew for a foul, yes, for an infringement. Referee Mustafa Goba, of course, also in the 86th minute, saw a trip by Moses Caicedo, yes, who plays for Brighton and Hove Albion, and doesn't hesitate to blow the whistle and awarded the Netherlands, yes, a free kick in the game. In the 86th minute, after, of course, the free kick was awarded, Steven Bergwijn of the Netherlands, sporting jersey number 11, puts a cross into the box from the free kick, but the defender got it first, and that, of course, they were able to avert the danger. Enna Valencia, yes, required a bit of a medical treatment on the pitch in the 87th minute, so the referee had to stop play and signal for the physios to come onto the pitch after he picked a knock in the game. He's been stretchered off now. Yes, there were about 2 substitutions. The moment he was also stretchered off, and yes, Romario Ibarra came on for Ecuador, as well as Gonzalo Plata. Yes, Romario Ibarra came on for Gonzalo Plata. The substitution was quickly made. Enna Valencia, of course, cannot continue, and he's been stretchered off in this game. Kevin Rodriguez is the man who has replaced him, and 6 minutes have been added to this game after 90, as the trend of extra time, of course, that we've seen in this competition continues. But it stays 1-1 at this time, and the guys are still giving their best. Let's see what happens in the final minutes of this game.
All right, 6 full minutes. Naim, the referee, the center referee, don't put on top this game. So they already play almost 2 minutes now inside that 6 minutes. It is Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. I mentioned earlier on that the star boy don't get come out. Well, Enna Valencia, the star man for Ecuador, stretched off, of course, because he cannot continue. Of course, with the hope say that one not go there too bad to the extent to be saying not go to return, but definitely it's still Ecuador 1, Netherlands 1. They're still trying to hold forth onto the game. And we're inside the 2nd minute of the 6 extra minutes where they're given at this time. We're still getting your reaction. 090-40,889 and 090-41,889. Yes, good evening to you. Hello, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Very fine, thank you. What's your name?
Thank you very much. I've been in love with what you guys are doing in that studio. Without you guys, like me, Yeah, thank you. Without saying, I will say my name, but let me go straight to the point.
No, you have to say your name first, though.
Okay, yeah, Ebuka, the Chelsea captain. I always tell you, no Chelsea, no United, I no Chelsea, no football.
Okay.
See, why I called, I'm not watching the game right now, but the way you guys are analyzing, are they with TV now? Where are they? You know, as much as I know they with TV, are they with TV now? Let me go straight to the point. See, I want to go on and talk about the African representatives. Should I go on, or should I talk about the president?
Go ahead.
Thank you. There's one statement. This guy from Portugal, this United player. Yeah, Hernandez. Yes. Okay. There's something he said about when
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes. Yes. When Portugal played the Super Ego of Nigeria, a friendly match, he said about something, and that thing related to Nigeria not being prepared for the World Cup. I really saw it when they played against Ghana. Honestly, we have to tell ourselves the truth. Honestly, when you watch that game against Ghana, Portugal-Ghana, you and I will understand that really, Ghana are prepared for this tournament than Nigeria. So what's our problem? What's our fault? Should we go back all the time to the drawing board, or should we go back all the time let's start from where we stop, or what? Because it's my concern. This World Cup, where we are not watching this, where we're not representing the country, Nigeria, is my concern. You know, this World Cup, and the first time in Qatar. So we have to be there. So let's, maybe after this program, let's talk about this. Let me talk about the Colombia against, yes. Honestly, you know, these South Americans, I love what they always bring to the table, right from onset. We have to emulate it. Because,
yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Because from day one, we Nigerians, we are talking about South Americans. They know how to play the game. They are too good. They won a World Cup several times. Most of the World Cup, I think they won the World Cup more than any continent. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then, what are our plans, Nigerians? That's where my focus lies on. I don't talk about other country, because our country are not ready, and we want to be ready. That is why you and I will be happy, even though we were out from the group stage. But that representative will be marked. Thank you very much. God bless you guys tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, we're inside the final minutes now of this game. In the 6th minute of the 6 extra minutes where the referee had Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Oh, if you look the standing like this, now the Netherlands. Now they top this group, Ecuador the second place. Senegal the 3, and then Qatar there for bottom. And then they sweep the compound. So 6 minutes. Now we did like this, so we see the getting a reaction. And ladies and gentlemen, it is full time. It is full time. Netherlands have pulled a draw with Ecuador. And Valencia replied a goal from Cody Gakpo. Now so it's a finish. Let's first ask Julius Agawa. It up finish. Well, what do you think of the game so far?
I think the Ecuadorians, they put up a fight today, a fight to finish. They didn't give up. Even when they were a goal down, they didn't give up. They have to fight all the way for the 90 minutes. I'm very surprised that they had the legs to carry them through. But also the Dutch, they didn't really bring their A game today. Definitely could see maybe they wanted to settle for a draw. Normally, the way they play, they would have gotten a win from this game. But let's hope for the best for our Senegalese team, because now they need to, work extra hard to make sure they win their next game against Ecuador.
Ecuador only needs a draw.
Yes.
Senegal would probably want
need a win.
And I'll try to win. Yes.
That's
that makes it difficult for them because a draw will be fine for Ecuador. Senegal needs a win at least. And except in situations where, 4 points will just be enough as one of the best losers to advance to the round of 16. I hope for their sake they don't leave it to those sort of chances and be hoping that, somebody somewhere will hand them an opportunity to get back in. Precious 3 points for them. I think the Dutch would come all out against Qatar and roast them to avoid any other. Yes, they will put like 2-3 goals past Qatar. Maybe 2-3 goals I foresee. It's going to be a very tight game. Senegal today were just busy handing chances over to a side that were not really in the game and sort of give them an opportunity to almost get back into that game. But for the mentality of those guys, they probably would have been able to equalize that game against Senegal. Senegal left too much to those guys to exploit. And unfortunately, I would say it was a matter of Senegal being fortunate that it didn't end up costing them as far as that game is concerned. But good one for them. At least they've won the one in front of them and they can move on to other things now. But of the 6 minutes that were added in this game, the Dutch guys gave their best. I would say of the two sides that Ecuador had the ball more in the half of the Dutch defense. I think they kept believing that they could do something in this game, and it just didn't work. A ball came off the upright. That was the closest they got to. And I think after Valencia got injured, they didn't have the guy who came on to replace him could not exactly sustain the pressure on that defense. And, you will not blame him. But in situations like this, of course, it was a good outing by the Dutch side, and Ecuador also showed a good stuff as far as this is concerned. The fighting spirit and how they were able to put in this pressure, put in that amount of pressure until the very end was something. It is really something you commend and give them credit for, and good performance overall for them. And I think their last game will be against Senegal. Senegal have got to come up with their A game, else they will be on their way home. And I think the Dutch guys will get the win against Qatar and make it 3 out of 3. But yes, Senegal will have to come into this game and get something going for them.
Okay. Julius Agawa looks quite disappointed. I expected the Netherlands to somehow find a win for the Senegalese. But yeah, I guess this is football, right? Yeah. You've been in this kind of situations before where, you felt like, you're hoping somebody would. But yeah, I guess that's football.
Yes, it's football. They said they always say that anything can happen, and when it comes to football, we know that. But at the same time, we are still allowed to hope and think that maybe things will fall our way. I was just hoping that it would be the result of this game. If it was favorable to the Dutch, then it would be favorable to the Senegalese, and that's what we were hoping for. But let's not take the hardship, the hard work that the Ecuadorians put in this evening. It has really made them to have that belief that they can go far and they can qualify from this group, because for 90 minutes they put up that fight. They remember they were go down and then they struggled and they even came close to winning, scoring the winning goal. So they still had the belief, and that shows the effort each of those players put in. It shows that they have the fighting spirit from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, I was surprised to see that they put up that fight for the whole 90 minutes, and then they got something out of it. Though they didn't win, but they got something out of it. So this is a good one.
All right, thank you very much, Julius Agawa, for joining us on this game, of course, right here on Brila FM. Yeah, so the man, the legend, Julius Fosa Agawa. Let's get your reactions. It ended Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I'm calling from Ushi.
Yeah, welcome. What's your name? Michael, welcome.
My name is I called earlier that the match is going to end 1-1. And I'm trying to call back now. To see the Holland, to me, they are not going that far in this competition. To me, no matter how they win 100 matches. They're not going, but they don't have the strong defender.
All right. Thank you very much for your call. Please, when you call in next time, put off your radio set, please. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? All right, please do call back. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Breezy. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah. Hello, everybody in the studio.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. My name is Williams. Calling
Okay.
from Moshodi.
Welcome, Williams.
I greet Oga Agalowa for
Good evening.
Yeah. Oga, ball don't change you. Even to win ticket, no easy. I go carry medal and straight win.
Wow.
I go use my house friends, play ticket. Now they go push me for house. And I'm busy. I beg, help me tell Oga Hincapie for this. I beg, I define 3 order I go play.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Whatever you do with your money, it's your responsibility and your cross to carry. All right, guys. You said? I don't know. Honestly. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Hello, who did you?
Good evening, my lovely sister.
Yeah, so good evening to you.
Yes, my brother, they greet you. Agawa.
They greet you, they hear you, they don't know you.
Good evening.
My name is Odi Efusa. Also known as Barcelona First of Kokobioko.
The Kokobioko.
Yes, my brother.
You must know this name.
Yes, sir.
I see how the ball go now. Because I dey follow una live for Facebook. So I see all of una on put up. And my brother, the one tell her yesterday that he read up, may he give me. I no call tell him again. I dey call full black today.
No worry, I'm not for that time.
So in fact, the ball dey very good. That draw, no problem at all. I start God say not be because wetin dey shock person so far for this last. When you hear say the brother want do wedding, now people go dey say, "Kai, this one abomination." If you see pastor dey share invitation say he want do wedding, not be abomination. Pastor dey do wedding before. As e be say na draw dey play, Senegal still get hope. Assuming say Ecuador can win Netherlands, now there wahala. Everybody knows say Netherlands go win. These people, yes. They know say they go win Qatar. So since they go win Qatar, so now when we say it's left for Portugal, for Senegal to buoyant enough now to win Ecuador. I believe they can make it. So for them to win, even though say now 1-0, they don't qualify be that.
Yes. Because
row where go lead you home. Not be say you go carry match and declare. Now the one where you want to come out. For me, I still believe in Senegal. My lovely sister.
Yeah.
I tell you today, say your boy they do flemene. I see they do flemene. I know that is well with your boy.
Thank you.
You know to support this. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. All right. So that be smart, you know.
Yes, it's a secret.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, this has been Brila FM's live coverage of the World Cup game between Netherlands and Ecuador. It ended 1-1. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Sports Radio Brila FM, on Facebook, Brila FM 889, on Instagram and Twitter. And yes, thank you very much, Gio Sagawa, for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Breezy. Thank you, everyone in the studio.
All
Thanks
righty.
for having me once again.
Of course, the legend Donyan. He go throw bucket fleet later. And of course, thank you to everybody in the house. Vicky the Volcano, Joseph Obishason, Josh Okoli, and of course, Pius the Pie Man. We're going on a break right now. When we return, of course, we're going to bring on more, talking about the next game this evening. And it's a big one. It's between Init and Yo, man. England and the USA. Football versus soccer. Stay tuned.